everybody. Good night.
No.
We had to miss last week because a whole bunch of people were sick.
I
And
was sick. I had COVID.
yes, she got the Rona. But now we can.
I might still have COVID,
Okay. But
but we don't know.
we don't have Beanie here right now because it's actually a while till he can even potentially have any lines. So we're gonna start without him and and it's really just a me and Penty fest for a couple of pages. So let's start.
Crap, the 3 prisoners at the bottom of the E burned out early. Now it looks like I just really like custard.
Oh my gods! I need to help those people! Varsuvius! Haley! Durkon!
There's no need to run around like a cockatrice with its head cut off. They're 10 miles away. Unless your mage can teleport, you won't be able to make it out there before they all die.
You! Why did you do that to those poor people? Hadn't you made their lives hard enough already?
Note to self, elf cannot cast teleport.
How could you do something so cruel for no reason other than a stupid sign?
Hey, that sign was my gift to you, and geez, man up a little, you sound like your mother. Oh, Tarquin, you jerk! When you said you would liquefy every man in the tavern if one of them grabbed my butt again during my shift, I didn't think you meant it. I don't know why she was complaining. I mean, where did she think all that great fertilizer for her precious veggie garden come from anyway?
You're evil, aren't you? With all the capital letters.
Son, labels like good and evil are just words. Words with many possible capitalizations. They're outdated conflicts that do nothing but cause conflict. What I'm trying to do here is...
Never mind.
Up, nerds, me.
Oh, okay, we got our Beanie early. Okay.
Hey, y'all.
Thank you for interrupting the middle of my line. Okay.
Sorry.
Didn't like that.
What I'm trying to do here is move beyond those ideas into a world where no one has any reason to fight one another. But you can't make an omelet without ruthlessly crushing dozens of eggs underneath your steel boot and then publicly disemboweling chickens to lay them as a warning to others.
Haley was totally right about you. You're just like Kubota, or Zycon, or Nail.
Now that's uncalled for, young man. Your brother was a disorganized buffoon who cared more for satisfying his own ego than a realistic plan for world domination. All he ever cared about was that everyone knew that he was the victor, even when the situation called for keeping a low profile.
So you didn't care that he wanted to take over? You just didn't like the way that he wanted to take over?
Yes, of course. Procedure is important, Ellen.
Lawful evil. Does that mean that you wouldn't have cared what he believed as long as he went about it in the right way?
Well, I suppose, after a fashion, but...
Good! Because I'm pretty sure a climactic duel is the proper procedure for dramatically defeating corrupt tyrants.
On a rooftop, no less. Exquisite! However, isn't this just a little premature? Ellen, your line?
Sorry, I missed it because my headphone wire fell off because I was standing. I've been called that lots of times, but it doesn't stop me from doing what's right. And the word is immature, Dad. Immature.
Come now, Ellen. Must we resort to crude physical force?
No, you can surrender.
Surrender to whom? Ellen, this is my country.
You can surrender to me, and then we'll go talk to Haley and figure out what to do next.
This is futile, Ellen. As a bard, you clearly don't have any combat skills worth mentioning.
Just wait till 5e, Dad! Maybe, but I can still make an off spray attack.
Very well, I suppose I gave you the prerequisite for that, since my seed clearly had adequate mobility.
Think.
Son, I'm glad we got this chance to clear the air.
Then, then you got the thrust of my objection?
Apparently.
Well, my meaning was clear cut.
Are you enjoying the parade?
I'm on the fence.
I think it's been a rousing successor.
Then you'll have to thank the Grand Marshal.
Looks like I've procreated quite a stir.
Don't worry, we'll finish this with post-haste.
Are you sure? Sword fighting can be a precise science.
Perhaps, but I've gotten quite smashing at it. I'll make you pay for your crimes.
I take issue with your tone.
And I'll foil your evil plans.
Then I wonder what I've begotten myself into. Also, foil is less of a pun than it is a word derivation. We say someone foiled a plan because they defeated them, as with a foil.
Really?
No, the etymologies are unrelated.
Advanced swordplay. You
appropriate, you fake like a cow.
you blocked my puns. How did you do that?
I know how to defend myself against many obscure combat techniques. Though I admit that it has been many years since I've been called upon to pun duel.
Okay, well, I guess this is where you kill me, right?
Excuse me?
Tell Haley I love her, and you should probably write Mom a letter too. Also, if you could stab me in one of the less hurty organs, I would really appreciate it, Dad. They went for the liver for the first time, and man, did that hurt. Did that hurt? Even Elan is not dumb enough to say smart when he means hurt.
But smart is actually kind of a term for hurt.
Oh, I didn't know that. I have a lower intelligence score than Ellen in this one particular moment.
Besides, Ellen, I have no interest in hurting you.
Huh?
You attacked me, remember?
I don't understand. You're evil.
Even if I were to place myself within your limited and unrealistic alignment system, why would that be reason to harm you? You are my sole remaining son. I do love you, and I would gain nothing by your demise. So we disagree on a few philosophical issues. So what? I'm actually enjoying our spirited debate.
Debate? We just dueled, Dad, with actual weapons.
I know, it was bracing.
So, then what happens now?
The same as before. You and your friends spend the rest of the festival here, and then I give you the information on that Drake-tooth fellow you're so keen to find. And off you go.
You're still going to help us?
Sure, why not?
Well, the whole evil thing leaps to mind. Again.
Ellen, if a hero of your caliber is involved in a quest of such significance that you can't spare more than 3 days for your old man, then logic dictates that it probably involves trouncing some cliched scenery-chewing villain bent on world conquest. As the current ruler of 1/3 of the continent, I have a vested interest in you doing exactly that. In fact, I have a few duplicate magic items that may really help you. Do you have a ring of regeneration yet? I never leave home without mine.
Yeah, right. Like I would use your crazy evil ring that you probably, tortured someone to death or something to give it magic.
Now, that is quite enough, young man. I am frankly offended that you would even suggest that I would do such a thing to... Wait, who do you consider a somebody?
Anybody!
Fine, I'll keep the ring then.
Dad, I just don't understand you. How can you be like this? Don't you know that the bad guys never win?
Like most things, winning is a matter of perspective. You're a bard, right? How many stories have you heard in which a single hero vanquishes a wicked empire?
I don't know. Dozens, I guess.
What is the one thing they have in common? The fact they all share?
The hero always wins.
Arguable. No, the one thing they all have in common is this: the wicked empire exists. It has existed for some time, and it will continue to exist if no heroes intervene. Don't you see, Ellen? The rules of drama to which you subscribe as a bard tell us that such tyrannies can exist, and indeed must exist, and persist long enough that no one realistically thinks they can be defeated. Else, where's the drama in a hero opposing them? And if such kingdoms are necessary, why shouldn't I rule one?
But a hero always does oppose them and beats them.
You know, Ellen, you can't always fixate on the negative. You should try being more optimistic. If someone conquers an empire and rules it with an iron fist for 30 long years, and then some paladin breaks into his throne room and kills him, what do you think he's going to remember as he lays dying?
That good triumph over evil?
No, that he got to live like a god for 3 decades. Sure, the last 10 minutes sucked, but you can't have everything.
I mean, that's great logic, Dad, but we live in a world where an objectively existent afterlife is. Aren't you worried about that part? But in the end...
The end of what, son? The story? There is no end. That's just the point where storytellers stop talking. Somewhere between villain of the week and good triumphs over evil, there's a sweet spot where guys like me get to rule the roost for years. As long as I go into this accepting the price I may eventually pay, then I win, no matter what actually happens. And hey, I was willing to make that deal when I thought it would be some random peasant schmuck taking me out. Now I can really see the big picture. It's you, Ellen. If anyone will ever defeat me, it will be you. I knew it the moment you told me you were a hero. All the pieces fell into place.
Okay, well, then let's do the sword fighting thing again, only this time, don't block.
No, no, no. I'm not going to take a dive for you. You need to earn it. Besides, it's too early. We just met. The tension needs to build more. You need to do some serious brooding about how you're doomed to fight your own father.
I can't, and yet I must.
Plus, I have the rest of the continent to absorb. So you go finish up your little plot and come back in, say, 10 years?
Dad, I can't let you hurt all those people for 10 years.
Well, if you want, you can force the confrontation early. But the way these things go, you'll probably end up losing a hand or an eye or something.
All right, like a big burn on the side of my face at the very least.
Right, exactly.
I
Besides,
can see that Burlu has watched Avatar. It is at the point in time where Avatar existed.
Besides, I think you would be happy about this.
Happy? To find out that my dad is a no good bad guy?
Sure, it'll make a great story. Think about it. An epic for the ages. Father versus son, hero versus villain, one rebel versus the force of an empire. They'll tell stories about us until the end of history. My name will be immortalized forever.
As a villain!
So what? Audiences always think the villain is cooler than the hero is anyway. That's the beauty of it all, my son. If I win, I get to be a king. If I lose, I get to be a legend. I'll inspire 1,000 more leaders to follow in my footsteps, and it'll all be thanks to you, my boy. Here's to us, Ellen. We're going to tell the best story ever.
Plotting something.
Screams. You forgot to scream, Ryan.
And now I get a break for a little bit.
Wait, is there any speech? Oh, okay, that was for Shiny, sorry. No, who's supposed to scream?
You.
There's no
No
speech about him.
Well, yeah, but he's running away Like he's screaming.
Alright, fine.
But I personally find such displays of forced distaste best. Aye.
Indeed, I am now only learning that careful management of resources is more effective than brute force.
And Tarquin keeps telling me that if I want more children so badly, I should just find the right person and get to it, but I don't know.
Have you ever considered adoption? Surely our political climate produces no shortage of orphans.
Yes, but I'm worried about not having that, special bond. So I can't help but notice what a lovely cake you have on display. Or I was wondering, they'll serve the cake after the parade is over. Okay. So then I said, I don't care that you only attack like Pleric. I'm not going to repeat the conversation we all just had. Aye. Why should everyone need to listen to the same thing all again? Exactly. I mean, it was too worthy by half the first time. And I think the worst part is the jealousy. Okay, I've seen that. I envy.
As if it is our fault that they chose a class not capable of doing everything. Have you tried to hire Hemline?
Yes, but I found it doesn't work as well without the rope belt.
Yes, I could see that.
Course, I'm not sure who Four's congregation would think about that. Well, why not ask your parishioner what she... Wait, where did the starshine go? Or Tarkin's boy, for that matter. They're probably off making out in the staircase or something.
Trust me, after a while, one learns to simply ignore their overactive libidos. Now, with regards to that cake.
Haley, wait! My dad is the other way! Tom!
We're not going to see your father.
We're not?
Your father is
An unrepentant murderer.
Thank you. I do know how to say that. Your father is an unrepentant murderer, and I promise I will make him pay for what he did to those poor men in the mountains. Unfortunately, he's a long-term problem, and we only have time for short-term solutions. Even if we fought and killed him today, Malik would just raise him from the dead the moment we left. If we beat both of them, then their mystery allies would come around and find a way to bring them back. Knocking him down without a way of keeping him down just leaves us with yet another villain chasing our collective
Asses. Okay, I guess. But then where are we going?
Sorry. Go enact one of those short-term solutions I just mentioned. We're going to get
Really? That's awesome. But wait,
We're going to go get my father. No wait, we're going.
Sorry. Really? That's awesome. But wait, didn't Roy say no jailbreaks?
Yeah, well, if I was Tarquin, I'd probably invent some excuse about how Roy only specified no jailbreaks for him.
Screw that.
I'm just flat out ignoring Roy right now.
Oh, okay. And hey, at least this way we won't have to give over 200,000 GP to get your dad.
Actually, I was never planning on paying. I was going to use the old 3-finger discount, if you know what I mean.
Then why go for all the trouble of getting all that money?
I actually don't know what she means.
5-finger discount means stealing. Basically, she planned to steal back the ransom money.
Oh, because she has 3 fingers.
Yeah, it's a joke on the art style.
Okay. Hey, just because I wasn't considering letting them keep it doesn't mean it wasn't part of my plan. I figured we'd have a classic hostage exchange. I give them the cash and they give me my father. Then later, Dad and I sneak in and steal all the money back. Just a little extra to cover our emotional distress, of course. And lost wages, naturally. I mean, looters comp. Looters comp doesn't cover that sort of thing.
Looters come.
Well, at least this way it's less dangerous and we'll still have all that money. I mean, you will have all that money, not we.
Directly to jail.
No, Ellen, it's fine. It can be ours. I wouldn't want to let a big pile of money get between our love.
Really? Because earlier you said you wanted to try pouring it all on the floor and then getting. Tom, are you willing to say this line?
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be beneath our love, honey. Not between it. So if we get to keep all that gold, then I guess that fantasy is still on the table.
On the table, too? Can't we just stick with beds?
No, okay, so imagine getting hit
I'm
by...
going to stab Ellen. Going to butt him for that stupid joke.
Why? It's not stupid.
Tom, do you
Yeah,
even
just
get
stick to
that
beds.
joke?
You're not.
What?
The thing is, it's not even a joke because he genuinely believes. Oh, you want to do it on the table? No, Dad. You're Haley. Like, you believe that? I hate him. I hate him.
Wokeism score.
Well, it wouldn't be the weirdest place he's done it.
Why are they whispering?
Because they're sneaking.
It's
They're
not
about to
sneaking.
break into a prison.
Okay. Yep, I've got my elderly boots on and everything.
Follow me then. Just don't shout, I got a 4. Get back in the forest dungeon.
Hey, that was a long time ago. I think I've grown a lot since then. This is really important, and I understand that. Plus, we're involved in complex and personal storylines instead of just cracking silly jokes. Besides, I got a 9 this time! Because, you know, the boots had 5!
Stealth.
You miss me?
Yeah, you can be one of the guards, and Shiny hasn't gotten a lot to do, so he can be the other guard.
Halt! Identify yourselves.
Oh, I don't even know that spell.
You know who this is? This is General Tarkin's son, Ellen. He's being put in charge of the prisons once this festival is over, so you better listen to him.
Haley, I don't want to work for it.
Ellen, shut up.
Oh, crap. I think she's telling the truth.
It does look exactly like him. Why would he be keeping around the prison grounds at night?
Surprise inspection. Yeah.
We're checking if conditions are safe for your older prisoners, particularly humans over 60 years old. Their skin and possibly a beard.
Oh, okay. Well, I think if you just follow us down,
Wait a
you'll
second.
see.
Wait a sec. I'm pretty sure I had something about inspection in this manual. Yeah, here it is. Penty, I assume you're going to do this.
Keep big dangly key rings fastened to your belt in plain sight. Surprise inspections. We do not have surprise inspections. Ever. Especially not at night when other guards have been called away to another event. The inspectors in front of you, they're intruders. Get them. Sound in the bushes. Someone is throwing a rock to distract you. Try looking in the opposite direction from where the sound originated.
Hey, he
Tarquin's
got this
tips.
covered.
Pictures of all members of the prison staff are posted in the lounge. Get to know them.
Man, is having someone who points out all the cliches and all your plans this annoying?
I love you, so I'm not gonna answer that.
The strongest possible no comment.
Crap.
Crap.
Thank you.
I said
Dead
that.
end.
Don't worry, Haley. I think we can take them.
Of course we can take them. Take them, Ellen. I just don't think we can take them without, killing them.
Wait, I know. I can cast the sky self to look like my father.
Maybe. Okay, yeah. I can make that work. Just keep quiet. No offense, but you literally can't bluff to save your life. In fact, I think your bluffs usually endanger your life in new and exciting ways.
It's impressive how I'm terrible at lying despite having an inherently high charisma modifier.
You
That-
put all the points into perform.
That's not a problem, Haley. Check it out. I bought it back when we were separated. Filtered potion of glibness. Plus 30 to bluff.
What does that mean?
Meaning she will be able to lie like a goddess.
Ellen, why didn't you tell me you had one of those? Save the illusion. Give me that.
Haley, you don't need that. You already have a bazillion points in bluff.
Exactly. The entry in the manual is written as an elaborate test of your adherence to procedure, which you've passed.
But it says,
Anything written in there that contradicts what I'm telling you is just another part of the test. Congrats on your vigilance, though. You're getting promoted. Report to the courthouse for your new assignment.
right now?
Right now.
Maybe we can get palace duty.
Yeah, nothing ever happens there.
Behold, the power of lying. You can pretty much alter reality if you try hard enough. Watch. These are not the droids you are looking for. You don't hear or see us.
Billy.
Must be a trick of the light.
You don't work here anymore.
Beanie?
I'm going to pay my mortgage.
You're actually a yellow-footed rock wallaby.
Screw this god stuff then. I'm gonna go find a wizard to pull it more from me back.
Wow.
Oh,
It occurred to me how perfect it was for you to get the wallaby one.
I was angling to voice that one.
get it? Because he's Australian.
Wow, this is awesome! We can just waltz right in and rescue your dad now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I just need to be careful not to get too carried away. Incidentally, it's not at all weird that you worship a puppet. Roy really respects your opinions. And the answer to your question from the last panel of the previous strip is no, not at all.
I knew it! And yes, there is a Santa Claus.
Jeez.
Beanie?
Give me a sec. I'm scratching my eye like there's no tomorrow. Oh, it hurts. Okay, am I a lizard man?
Yes.
Intruders!
Nope.
False alarm!
Also, General Tarkin was just here and told us to tell us where you're keeping a prisoner named Ian Starshine, and then to never mention that you did that to anyone, ever.
What?
Oh, and your manual is a pack of treasonous lies being spread by, I don't know, let's say angry separatist muskrats.
Really? Okay then.
Billy?
Let's see. He's in cell block G, down the hall to the right, just inside the anti-magic zone.
Uh-oh, Haley? They'll raise the alarm if you step into the anti-magic zone.
It's not an enchantment, Alan. The magic is in my words, not their belief.
Heck,
Oh,
Thank you.
I gotcha.
Thank you. Unless this takes more than a half hour, we should be able to fib our way back out, too. Wait here at the door wait here at the door and whistle if there are any guards coming.
But my voice actress can't whistle.
No one here can whistle except one person. Hi. I don't suppose any of you know a prisoner named Ian.
Haley, I thought I told you not to.
Haley? Haley!
Why is she carrying crazy little prison guy?
No clue.
I guess vicious little parasites don't bother her anymore.
Yeah, we've all gotten used to you by now. But don't change the subject.
I will shove my foot down your throat. Don't test me, Roy.
Sorry, I'm eating candy.
Can I have some?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
it's green apple.
Never mind. Keep it.
I'll steal it from him.
Okay, old man. I'm sorry, Shiny. Don't take that personally. You're not old.
It's sour.
Oh, trust me, I am very old.
Yeah, I miss you so much.
Kitten, what are you doing here?
That's gross.
Yeah. It's a nickname, I think. Nothing more than just a strange nickname.
Dad, are you freaking kidding me?
So, wait, when the gods call this empire the fatherland, they mean it literally?
Well, no. They did that because there's two fathers, and I came to rescue you.
How did you even know?
They sent me a ransom note a few years ago. It took a while for me to get here. I'm so sorry. Oh wait, I still have candy in my mouth. I'm so sorry. Look at you. You look terrible. Like you aged 20 years since last time I saw you.
Well, things are pretty lousy here, and that's not just a figure of speech.
I don't mean to interrupt this heartfelt family reunion.
You stop talking to each other and servants are courtesy. Oh, and servants are curiosity.
Roy, Belcar, this is my dad, Ian Starshine.
Well, see, I gathered that.
We've met, actually. Though you didn't mention your surname.
Can't be too careful, you know. I should have realized something was up, though.
Come again?
A powerful warrior shows up in my cell block who just happens to want to hear our long-winded explanation about local politics. Should have known you were a plant.
Huh? That does explain the sluggish reflexes and wooden personality. We're not like a dwarf now.
Ah!
Shiny. I love you.
It continues. Pretty smooth inside job getting you got your lackeys into position here and to learn all you can, then swoop in and bust me out.
Tom?
Sorry, I was... What?
Say thank you to your father.
Okay. Thanks?
That's my girl, and here I was trying to recruit them for my team. Well, the big guy, at least.
You couldn't afford my current rates anyway.
Belcar.
What? I've had offers you don't know.
What? I've had offers. You don't know. You don't know me.
You don't know me, Roy.
Actually,
Actually, your daughter works for me, Mr. Starshine, not the other way around. I'm the leader of the Order of the Stick.
Oh, I see. Good work. Always let the stuffed shirts think that they're in charge.
what's a
This way
stuffed
you can
shirt?
subtly manipulate them into doing what you need without them realizing you arranged it all from the shadows.
No,
Basically,
Dad.
the
And for
authority.
that matter, we didn't come here to rescue you. We're here in this region on a totally unrelated mission. It's just a sheer coincidence that we happen to get thrown in the same cell block as you.
Wow, you've gotten good at this.
What were you saying?
I thought you asked what stuffed shirts meant.
I did.
Okay, it means someone who's overly, an authority figure who's overly obsessed with the rules, which Roy isn't, but he is lawful aligned, and Haley and Ian are both very chaotic.
Come on, let's give them a minute.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll just stand over in this other part of the big featureless ruin.
Okay, and I'm so glad to see you. This is the worst decision I've ever made. Right up there when I scheduled a bank heist on my wedding anniversary.
I remember that. Mom was so mad. Wait. Decisions?
What, you didn't think they captured a master thief like me fair and square, did you?
You let them capture you? Why?
I've been trying to help overthrow this government. See, there's this warlord named Tarkin who...
Yeah, I just got the whole story. I'll need a recap. Dad, I'm certainly not one to knock you for forming a resistance group when you find yourself living under the thumb of an evil dictator. I've been there. It's a powerful urge for our character archetype. But I'm pretty sure it's easier to topple a I don't know how you say that.
Regime.
Thank you. Regime from outside a prison cell. So,
What the heck?
thank you.
Okay, the important thing is to remember that it seemed like a really good idea at the time.
Gee, I never heard you say that before.
Since this government's always throwing its dissidents in jail, we thought it would be a great place to recruit like-minded folk to our cause. As it turned out, though, most of the prisoners couldn't follow our long explanation of Tarkin's convoluted scheme. Those that did got themselves killed in the arena in short order. Smart people weren't cut out to be gladiators.
So if it didn't work, why are you still rotting in this dump?
Oh, it turns out just because they can't catch a master thief doesn't mean they can't hold a master thief. I've picked that lock 24 times, but somehow they always manage to stop me before I get too far. Heck, once I even managed to get all the way out of the city before they found me and dragged me back here. I don't know what tricks they're using to find me yet. The current theory is that they've bugged my bugs.
Do you have any idea how worried I was? You could have at least told me about this before you went inside. I'm still eating candy.
Listen, I didn't want you to worry, and I didn't know they'd send a ransom note. But don't worry, kitten, I've done harder time than this. I mean, Ivy has been smuggling me in a decent meal once a week.
And Ivy's here? In town?
Sure, how do you think I got tied up in this mess? My sister asked me to come help her and her husband with this rebellion thing.
How do you say that name?
Geoff.
Thank you. Uncle Geoff? Jeff? Jeff.
Yeah, it might be Jeff.
Geo.
Does anyone know which it is?
Well, I know that Jeffrey can also be spelled and pronounced Joffrey or Jeffrey. Like, I have a client who
All right,
spells
let's
his
go
name
with Geoff.
similarly.
Jeffrey. Okay. Uncle It's funny.
Uncle Jeff.
Uncle, wait, Geode plus Jeff.
Geo.
Uncle Geodude, he's here too.
Geodude.
That's funny.
How 90s is it that they said, hey, this is our first rock Pokemon most players are likely encountering. Let's put the word dude in its name.
Okay, we're taking Geode and Dude and smashing it together like the pineapple pen guy.
Geode and Jeff.
But if you finish this line, we can continue.
Okay. Uncle, oh, I'm sorry, I can't say that name without laughing. Uncle
Okay,
Jeff.
I'll say it for you. Uncle Jeff.
Thank you. He's here too.
Sure, he's around here somewhere. Oh, look, there he is.
Geodude.
Say the
Check.
line.
I'll say the line properly. Check it out. I found a familiar face lurking around the door.
Don't worry, Haley. There are still no guards coming.
Oh, God. Tarkin's long-lost son. I figure he got to be worth something to you, don't you, Ian? Don't you, Ian?
I
Wait,
cared, except I can't
wrong
say
name.
that name.
That's my character.
Yes, I blurred blah.
Just go with Jeff, okay? Just go with Jeff.
Okay.
Geodude.
Okay. What happens when you stick a bunch of nerds in a webcomic reading?
Tarkin's long lost son. No, Uncle.
Wait, no.
Uncle Jeff.
That's
I know.
Shiny.
it's
That is the
funny.
second person who stole my line.
No, I'm trying. No, I'm trying.
You're waiting for. You're waiting for
trying-
Shiny to start saying the lines, and then you go, "No, Uncle Jeff, stop."
I know, but the way I said it was funny.
Tarkin's long lost son.
No, Uncle Jeff, stop.
I figure he ought to be worth something, don't you, Ian?
Good work.
Who?
I wonder if I qualify for some sort of hostage-based prestige class by now.
You already took a prestige class.
I can double up if I want.
No, Dad, you don't understand. That's not Nail. That's
Tarkin's other son, Elan. I know. We're having gladiatorial games in his honor in the morning. That doesn't make him any less of a bargaining chip, though. In fact,
Dad.
if the parades and festivities are any indication, Tarkin values him more than his other son.
Hi, you must be Mr. Starshine. It's a pleasure to meet you. Haley's told me so much about you. Well, slightly more than she's told anyone else about you, but still.
How do you know my name or my daughter?
sour. I had candy in my mouth because it was sour. Anyway, sorry. Dad, that's what I've been trying to tell you. Ellen's part of my team.
What?
He helped me break in here to rescue you.
Part of your... Oh, kitten, don't you see? You've been had, Haley.
Okay, yes, but it was consensual every time, sir.
See, now, that's a joke. That's a funny joke.
Tarkin must have sent him.
What? No. What? No, Dad. You're jumping to Pop.
He joined your team to gather information on us, or maybe to catch you red-handed in the act of busting me out.
That's not what he sent me here for at all. No, wait, I mean, he didn't send me here at all.
No one uses my niece like that, you little bastard. Make peace with your god.
I can't! He's in my pocket!
Excuse me. I just wanted to let you know that this in no way reflects my views on the differently abled.
Huh? What do you... Ah!
Now, let's have this conversation again, only without any pointy bits of metal against anyone's throat.
It's called a shiv, Roy. Or possibly a shank.
Gee, thanks for helping me out, Roy.
No need to thank me. I like helping you learn new things. Also, Roy is your name, not mine.
Now, what's going on here? Explain.
Family business, buddy. Back off.
You can also use shiv as a... Sorry.
Last time I backed off, someone tried to stab my bard.
Also, you can use shiv as a verb, as in, someone tried to shiv my bard.
God, how many times do I have to tell you? It doesn't matter where you stab a bard, you can't send him to shuffle.
No, nothing. It's okay, Roy. You keep an eye on Uncle Jeff, and I'll talk to my dad.
Hey,
It's my ear. You won't say anything in front of other people now, anyway.
If you move, I will crush you the way that every word out of Elan's mouth crushes my spirit.
Yikes! No need to get that rough.
I made a moon. Dad, listen. My whole life, you've been the one person who could always tell when I was lying. Do I sound like I'm lying now when I tell you that Ellen is on our side?
I don't think you're lying, kitten, per se. I just think you're being tricked. I mean, you've changed a lot since you were a little girl.
Thank you for noticing.
You were so perceptive back then.
Dad,
This blonde fool is obviously using you to get to me, honey.
right, because everything is always about you, isn't it?
Kitten, just try to think about this rationally. Why would Tarkin infiltrate your team just to catch you?
No, he's not. Stop being so paranoid.
Start being more paranoid. This is really how I raised you.
No, Dad, it's not. You raised me never to trust anyone. To lie and cheat and steal and keep my feelings locked up in a tiny box inside my brain. And you have no idea how.
Screwed up.
Thank you. My life has been because of that. I almost went capital C crazy just trying to learn to open up and love someone.
Love. Oh, please tell me you're not talking about the big bald guy.
So he wants that to happen.
The halfling?
Wrong again. Also, ew. I'm talking about Ellen, Dad. I love him.
Ugh. Don't you see? That's how people like that gain your trust. They'll get you to fall in love with them.
Yes, Dad, exactly. You trust someone because you love them. Trust isn't a dirty word, you know. I should know.
It is. Of course it isn't. Dirty words are harmless.
You trusted Mom.
That was completely different.
No, it wasn't. Do you remember the day Mom died?
How can you even ask me that?
Be better, both of you. Be better than this town, than all of this.
What do you think I'm trying to do in this crappy desert anyways? I'll tell you, I'm trying to use my skills for something a little better than looting rich folk.
Me too, Dad. I found something I can do that's better, but it's hard. I keep slipping up. I get sidetracked or dragged down or just plain lost. Being with Elan makes it clearer. Elan is the best man I've ever met. Sure, he's a little dumb sometimes. Most of the time. All of the time. But he's, I don't know, pure, honest, better than I am, that's for sure. He makes me a better person just by being around, and I like feeling that way.
You're sleeping with the enemy, young lady. He's the son of the worst villain I've ever known.
So what? This isn't, what is it? Romeo and Juliet.
So blood doesn't lie. You can always
Okay.
trust in family, for good or for
All
ill.
right, this is hilarious,
No,
Tom.
not always.
There's actually a version of Romeo and Juliet as a bonus comic for one of the books called Haleo and Julian.
I did not know that.
Yes, it's a funny coincidence.
I'd bet every penny I have that he's as vile as his father.
I'll take that bet.
Then you're a sucker.
Better a sucker than a cynic.
Cynics live longer. Well, I, for one, have no intention of falling into whatever trap he and his father have set for me. You can leave with him if you want, but I'm not going with you.
Dad, come on. Sorry. Dad, come on. Don't be ridiculous.
Forget it. I'll figure out how to get out of here eventually without your help. And then I'll free the people who live here from your evil boyfriend's evil father and make your mother proud of me.
Fine. Just sit in here and let the bugs eat you. I'm sure that will really impress Mom. You'll excuse me, of course, if I just go fix the world while you rot.
And that's why Banjo's holy water is made with seltzer.
Okay, Roy. I'm going to make this simple. When you and Belcar break out of here, you're taking my father with you.
Based on the yelled at each other portion of your conversation, it sounds like he doesn't want...
Whether he wants to or not.
Haley, I'm not gonna force him to...
Yeah, you are. I babysat your decomposing corpse for months. You can do this for me. It's not like I'm asking you to do anything that's not in his best interest. I just don't want this hanging over my head when we fight Zycon.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll do it. You're his daughter. I guess at his age you have a right to determine where he lives for his own good. It's sort of like putting him in a nursing home, only you're taking him away from the abusive stuff and daily loss of human dignity. So I'll do it. But I'm still not breaking him out of here until after that Tarquin guy gives up his secrets about Gerard.
I'm not sure we can trust him to keep his end of the bargain anymore, Roy.
Maybe, maybe not. If he welches, I may have another way of getting him to talk. I can go undercover. He offered me a job if I survive my bout with the Blue Dragon bounty hunter tomorrow. Which reminds me, on your way out, stop by the storage room and grab my equipment. Belkar's stuff too.
Sure, no problem. Roy, I'm sorry I never told you about the fact that my dad was being held for ransom.
No, you were right not to tell me.
I was?
Back when we first met, I wouldn't have trusted you at all if I knew that someone was holding you over a barrel like that. I'd have assumed that you would sell out the party if it meant earning the money you needed. Instead, I just learned to live with your general all-purpose greed. And later, if you had told me, I would be worried about the fact that you kept it from me. But you did stick by me all those months while I was dead, so you've earned my trust.
Thanks, Roy. That means a lot to me.
That's why I can ask you to pick up my magic items without worrying.
True. If I wanted to run away with your stuff, I had plenty of opportunity. To be totally fair, that was before you got that awesome build of giant strength.
Hey,
What? You said it was all purpose greed.
Never mind, she'd need a better bow to use it. That's
Oh, yeah,
referring to a
This was
composite
back
bow.
when. Wasn't this back when you needed both incredibly high strength and dex to use bows really well in D&D?
Only if you did a composite bow. Usually you're fine with a pure dex build. Anyway, Beanie.
Here's me. He needs to be fed at least twice a day, and don't give him cow's milk. It's bad for him. Give him cow's milk, I'll cut off your nipples.
What about goat?
If a goat feeds my cat cow's milk, I'll cut its nipples off too.
That's funny.
What is it with Belcar and cutting off people's nipples?
Just don't ask.
Hey, it's not a fetish. It just sends a message.
Belcar, with you, it's hard to tell what is and isn't a fetish. Not gonna lie.
Hey, mind your own business.
Hey, he's not that bad. He's not that bad. Come on. Okay, I'm leaving now, Dad.
Okay, bye. Take care. You're not going to try to convince me to go with you?
No, I don't want to fight anymore.
Good.
I love you, Dad. See you. I don't know. Never.
I better stay to keep an eye on him. You know how he is.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, Uncle Jeff. Thanks. Come on, Ellen. Let's get out of here.
Isn't your dad coming with us?
Beanie first.
No, I think it's you
I think
first.
in terms of the timeline, it would be you saying your line, finishing this up, and then Balcar responds.
Oh, okay. Not today. I've made other arrangements.
Finally, some of us are dueling to the death in the morning.
Don't forget, when you leave, he leaves.
Fenty!
yeah, I won't forget.
Oh!
Good luck.
Wait, Haley, wait. Did you mean what you said about me screwing up your life? I tried. I tried to be a good father. I just didn't know what I was doing, you know? Tried to prepare you for life in that place, but without your mother, I was scared all of the time of losing you like I lost her.
No, Dad. I didn't mean what I said. You raised me well.
Oh, good. Okay, thanks. I love you too, kid.
Haley, why don't you use the potion's magic to tell him that I'm a good guy?
Potion only works on things that aren't true.
But you said that under the potion.
Well, it doesn't force you to lie. It
It
gives you
may-
a massive circumstance bonus on bluff.
Yes, that's
Guys.
exactly how it works. Not every
Okay.
patient she's said in the orange speech bubbles have been lies, especially not the ones that explain why she was able to get away with murder by using the orange speech bubbles.
Hmm.
I think this is a good stopping point for tonight. Do you guys think so?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're about to launch into a whole new scene on the next page.
All right then. Good night, everybody. See you next week.
Good night. See ya next